welcome back. You know, our next guest is a Kaplan Leadership Program Scholar. Yeah, we applaud you. And she joins us to speak about how the Kaplan Education Foundation and Kaplan Leadership Program helped her transfer to a top university and set her on a path to achieve long-term success. So please welcome to the show, Shaquana Darden. Shaquana, welcome.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me.
We're going to continue to applaud you. Yeah,
Thank you so
I,
much.
you're moving well. I read some of your stuff, and I like what you're getting into and what you're going through, and you're going to come out on the TOP.
Thank you. I'm still moving up. I'm still trying at this point. So I'm taking the congratulations in
No.
stride and still making sure that you guys are going to be proud of me regardless.
Yeah, no, you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Everything's going to work out well for you. Shaquana, thank you for joining us today. Can you tell us about yourself? Give us a little background and where you're from and how you learned about the Kaplan Leadership Program.
Well, I'm from New York. I was born in the Bronx, raised in Harlem, and then I moved back to the Bronx as an adult to start my family, got married, had a daughter, and then I had my son in 2019. But I went back to college in 2022 after starting this program
Hmm.
called the Schoolgirl Inc. with my best friend, where we help like the Harlem youth get active. So we do like a yearly field day for the kids where they come out, they get free backpacks and school supplies, and we just have them run around and do activities. My best friend is a teacher in
All
the
right.
charter schools in New York. So I'm like looking at her in awe, like she's doing so much. I need to do something as well. My daughter was looking up to me and following every single thing I was doing. So I decided to go back to school.
Uh-huh.
Um, while I was in Bronx Community College, Kaplan had a info session about the Kaplan Leadership Program.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Growing up in New York, you hear about Kaplan, and you think it's just like a tutoring program for young kids or whatever. But this was something different. I went to an info session. I was immediately pulled in. Um, Kaplan is like, it's a selective program, a leadership program that
Hmm.
empowers high potential, low income, underrepresented community college
Yeah.
students to go to prestigious colleges. And my biggest dream at that point was to get into the Hunter social work program, the Bachelor of Social Work program after Bronx Community College.
Yeah.
And I got there and they pushed me further. I had an academic advisor who created a whole list of schools for me to apply to, and Princeton was at the top of the list. And I asked her, I said, what is this here for? Like, why would you think that I can go to Princeton? And she said, you can do it. This is something that you can apply to and you can get in if you really put your heart into it. And I did. And now I am an 2008 or 2028 graduate for the Princeton transfer cohort number 7.
Uh-huh. All right.
Yeah, and
Sure. Here's some more. We're going to continue to give it to you.
I'm still involved with Kaplan. It's Kaplan isn't just a one-time program where you apply and they help you get into schools. It's continuous. You're part of
Yeah.
Kaplan for the rest of your life with
Yeah.
mentorships, internships, anything that you can think of. If you go to the administration and the Kaplan Leadership Program, they're going to help you take the right steps to get to where you need to go.
So this program has meant a whole lot to you, huh? Are you
It
helping
is.
others try to navigate into and get into Kaplan?
I talk about Kaplan whenever I can. This past cohort that just came, I'm part of the cohort 17. In the cohort, there's only 10 scholars. And the next cohort 18, there was another young woman from New York, and she just couldn't do the application because she's a mom and she didn't have the time. And they said, well,
Oh,
there's Shaquana down in Princeton,
there
and
you
she's a
go.
mom,
Go
and
see
she did it.
Shaquana. She'll hook you up.
Yes. And now she lives directly on top of me in the apartment at Princeton. They
Oh,
give us
beautiful.
housing and everything,
Uh-huh.
help support our kids. So, yeah, if I can help, I'm always willing to help. If anyone asks questions, here's what you have to do. Contact this person, do this application, do whatever you can. Just don't give up.
See? Hey, Stephen, you think we should get her out there to try to, no, we don't want to overwhelm you because you're busy with your own stuff too.
Yeah, besides the Schoolgirl Inc., with the Schoolgirl Inc., we are currently trying to do a seminar called The Beauty of Your
Uh,
Bodies Workshop, where we're talking to young girls about their bodies and the stigmatisms that come behind it.
yeah.
And then I am currently the chief curator for the digital archive for Bayard Rustin at the Bayard Rustin Center for Social Justice.
Yeah.
I am the diversity engagement officer for the Princeton Transfer Association.
You're doing a lot. Now,
Yeah.
you said you're teaching young ladies about their bodies. How important is that?
That's very important. Like my daughter's 13 right now, and she has so many questions, but she doesn't want to ask me because she's scared of, what I may say.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're creating this workshop so that girls can talk to professionals and not feel as if, they're scared to ask their parents or their guardians a question, that they can just be open about it.
Yeah. And what age do you start that? What's a comfortable age to start talking about your bodies?
11 and up. That's what we're going for. We're going for 11 to the upper teens, because even as an adult, you still don't completely know your body. So I
Yeah.
can understand, like, as a young teenager or preteen, it's really hard to understand what's going on, and to have access to people that are willing to help you without judgment would be really helpful.
Yeah. That's very, very, very important, because sometimes students are not comfortable going to their parents, so they need somebody to go to. And usually it's like their friends. But you
And
got to make sure that friend that they go to is
that's very
has the
dangerous.
right information. Yeah, it is dangerous.
Right. I was very misinformed as a teenager. And now whenever my daughter, if I'm like, you're ever scared to talk to me about anything and you don't want to ask me, call one of your aunties.
Yes.
Call somebody that's going to be able to talk to you without getting upset, or you feeling embarrassed.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of her. That's what she does now.
And have them understand that, we're family. We're not trying to hurt you. We're going to give you the proper information.
We want the best for you always. And I need for these young girls that we want to do the workshop with to also understand that we're just here to help.
And bring your hope. Who do you hang out with? Bring them in too. We want to talk to them too.
Bring everybody with you.
Yeah.
Bring
yeah.
mom if you need to. Maybe she needs to know more how to speak to you,
Exactly, exactly. Now, you said you did some work with the Bernard Rustin Foundation, or sort
Yeah,
of?
the Bayard Rustin Center for Social Justice. It's here in
Yes.
Princeton. I started there as an internship over the summer. Like I said, Kaplan encouraged me to do a lot, and they're just like, Shaquana, take up space. When you go to Princeton, take up space. Make sure they know who you are. So I
Yeah.
took that advice, and I went and I applied for a bunch of internships. I got into the Bayard Rustin Center, which is like up the block from where I live in Princeton. And they had me create a digital archive for Bayard Rustin, which forced me to do so much research. And my internship never ended. They offered me a continuous job as the chief.
Woo! Now, wait a
the
minute. What's that right there? You're excited about something. You received something.
That my acceptance, when I got my acceptance to
Everybody has their eyes open wide. Look at them.
Yeah.
Wow!
these are all
It's like
of
you
for,
got drafted.
yeah, for our 17th cohort at Kaplan.
Uh-huh.
We all just recorded ourselves opening up our
Oh.
applications, and that was very emotional for me. Like you see, I have my whole family behind me, and
Yeah,
my
yeah.
daughter. I just needed her to see everything. I need.
Yes.
This is.
Yes.
Even though I'm doing it late in life, you need to know that you have the opportunity to do this as well.
So it looks like you're about ready to cry.
I'm always ready to cry when it comes to my babies.
I know.
I spent so much. I feel like I spent so much of my life not being a good role model, and then I needed for her to see that you can be good.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't bad, but you can be better.
Yeah, and have her understand that, look, I'm putting in a whole lot of time for something very positive. I'm going to still spend the time with you that's necessary. I'm going to do your birthdays. I'm going to do all those things. But look at all the time that I'm spending trying to make a better life for us.
And this has been such a better life for them. Bringing them
Yeah.
out here has been just life transforming. My son was diagnosed with autism in 2021. But
Sorry.
getting him to Princeton, they said, hey, I don't know if he's really autistic. Can we send him to a neurologist?
He was a genius.
They sent him to a neurologist. He's not autistic. He was misdiagnosed, but they
Yeah.
still give him all of the services that he needs.
Yeah.
Plus, it was so hard getting it in New York, and now I don't even have to ask. They're asking me, hey, can we give him the service? Give him whatever you need. My daughter's thriving so much. She's making a bunch of friends. She went to her first bar mitzvah. She hangs out in town. And these are all things that I was scared to let her do when we were in New York, being in an environment that we were in. And it's not a village as much as it used to be. So now I'm just like, I'm loving it here. I'm like always grateful just for even my admissions person that told me to apply to Princeton, because this was never on my radar. And I never thought that I would be in the space that I'm in now with the people that I'm with.
Yes. And it's so very important to try to get outside of the environment that you grew up in, because it may not be okay. It seems like it's okay when we're living in it. Like I grew up in the projects, in Queensbridge projects, and everybody was doing the same thing. We were wearing the same sneakers. We were wearing the dressing alike, and you didn't want to get caught up in that for a long period of time. You needed to get outside of that circle so that you can see how other things and other people and other organizations are operating. We were so excited to see cows when we went into the country. Look, cows.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, wow.
Seeing people
We didn't see the cows in the concrete jungle. So from Harlem to Princeton, huh?
From Harlem to Princeton. And there are some other Bronx people out here in Princeton. Every time I see them, I give them a high five. There's Bronx, there's Brooklyn, there's Harlem.
Bronx
And I'm
strong.
so happy to see them. I tell them I'm so proud of you. I try not to be mom on campus, but I find myself being mom on campus.
Yeah. So were you okay with, did you get a lot of your education paid for? Or did
Yes,
Kaplan help you pay for most of it?
Kaplan isn't necessarily a scholarship, but it's a scholarship, and like they're helping you get to where you need to go. They provide the financial assistance. They tell you what to do in order to get that full ride to which school you want to go to. So there's a lot of information that the regular high school student or community college student would need to know before they're applying to these top schools in order to get a full ride. So I got a full ride to Princeton that includes housing. So I'm able to just be here without being stressed about my financials or anything, or housing or anything of that sort. They just want you to be here and be aware.
And you don't have a huge bill when you get out of college.
I have one of those from 2005. So I say that Princeton was my fourth time being a freshman. So I'm only a sophomore right now because I dropped out a bunch of times before, but I finally made it.
Well, Shaquana, it seems like you're doing the right thing. We love the way you move. You can dance.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
One day you may call me doctor. One day. I'm going to be on your level one day. That's my plan.
No, we're all on the same level. It's how you handle it. You're a doctor already. They started calling me a doctor when I was a teenager because I was into biology and chemistry and all that, and I wanted to play with the microscope and do my chemistries and biology stuff. And they saw me in a white robe. This doctor gave me this white robe, and I had a stethoscope and a microscope and all that stuff. They said, look, he doesn't want to play basketball with us. Yeah, all right, doc. And that's where the name came in. So I was a doctor for a long time.
Awesome.
But then we started mixing other things like sports and DJing, and everything was in the mix. Life is in the mix. So everybody's a doctor. What advice would you tell other students or other people looking to get into the program? And then I'm going to wrap it up. Give me 30 seconds.
When applying for the Kaplan program, they're not looking for you to be perfect. They're looking for real life experiences. They're looking to see how you go about your life and how you're willing to go above your problems and to make it work. They don't want you to be perfect, and do not be afraid to apply. You would be surprised the people that they accept, or where we come from, or what our past is.
Well, you know what? We're going to make it happen. Shaquana Darden, Dr. Shaquana Darden. We're the first to say it. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's a goal. That wonderful Kaplan Leadership Program Scholar and student at Princeton University. Thank you for all that you do and continue to do.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
You too. And come back again, okay?
I sure will.
Don't wait to become a doctor. You're a doctor now. But we're going to make it happen. We're going to nail it to the wall.
Got it. Thank you so much.
All right, my girl. I'll see you soon. We got to come up and visit you, too.
Come on down. I
Princeton.
would be so excited. Come on down.
Let's see if we can go up there and visit her. Maybe get her to say some things on the mic and all that stuff.
Let you
And
meet
maybe
the
get
rest
your
of the
friends
workers that
together.
are here.
Yeah. We'll make it happen, all right? Keep in
Got
touch.
it. Keep in touch, definitely.
My producer will set it up. All right. Thank you so much. We'll
All right,
take a quick
goodbye.
break. All righty. We'll come back with more Open coming up next.